Hello, lovely people. Coach Adrian back live for Ask Coach Adrian live every Thursday at 1 p.m. And I am so delighted to be able to come back into this space and answer your most pressing questions. I just came back from an amazing conference uh, over the past few days and few weeks. So, some of you, if I was a little bit slower in answering your emails, I apologize. It was well worth it. And I come back re energized and ready to support you more than ever. Today is a very special day because I will be actually announcing something quite significant to me. And so I am again delighted to be able to interact with you guys in this space, understand what you're going through, provide you with answers and guidance, because I know that after a breakup, oftentimes your nervous system is in survival mode, not in clarity mode. And so, even if you're very self aware, even if you are on top of your emotions, even if you're usually a pretty steady person, it's easy to overthink, to overreact, to try to fix things, and to not take the right steps in after a separation because you're not in a state of emotional stability. And unfortunately, when that happens, it usually leads to setbacks and it backfires, and you feel guilty, and unfortunately you push your significant other further and further away. And it's not that you don't care enough, it's that you haven't been able to really process the breakup the right way. You haven't been able to move forward in your healing process the right way. Because healing is not about forgetting, it's not about forcing a closure, it's not about convincing yourself that you should move on faster than you're ready to. Healing is about becoming safe again, emotionally, internally, and when it comes to communication. And that's how we really maximize our chances at reconnection. That is how we make progress and how we grow in this process of breakup recovery. But in order for this to happen, there are principles that you must kind of adhere to and shifts that need to happen. Otherwise, you end up, unfortunately, following urges that are not helpful. And with the right support, with the right guidance, I've seen over the years that people can really, truly use this time of crisis to better themselves, to grow, and ultimately to lay the foundation for a new and improved relationship, whether it's with the person that they love or with someone else moving forward. And many times people have questions, should I reach out? Should I go to a contact? Did I ruin my chances? Is it too late? And all those are valid questions. But the truth is that until you've been able to regulate your nervous systems, it doesn't matter. It really does not, because you really need to be able to manage that nervous system in order to make progress. So all of these questions truly come sometimes later on in the process. You're able to answer those questions on your own when you have the right support. And that is exactly why I created the Breakup Survival Series. It is the first Love Advice TV original show that I have produced that is coming out, and I'm so excited about it. The episode 1 will be tomorrow, dropping tomorrow at 12 p.m. noon Eastern time, and it's going to be a 12 episode show series that's really going to go deep into the process of breakup recovery and to provide you with real tools based on science to help you understand what is happening to you after a breakup, and also the tools to be able to not only progress, but to really learn and to really grow so that you won't have any regrets. And I'm so excited to announce the release of this Breakup Survival Series. And I wanted to really tailor some of the the insights that I'm going to share in this live based on this new series that's coming up. And if you have questions, please don't hesitate. Ask me your questions. You're going to discover all of it tomorrow. And I can't wait to have your feedback and your support as well. Hopefully, it will be the beginning of something pretty special and different here on Love Advice TV. And as always, I'm going to be answering a few questions. There were fewer entries this week. Perhaps it's because I was traveling and I wasn't on top of my emails as I usually am. But we had 9 submissions for Ask Coach Adrian Live. And again, if you want to ask me your questions, there's a pinned comment where you can submit the questions that you have for me to respond to, provide you with that coaching live. Or I will also drop the link in the description of the video right after the live is done. Hello to Casey. Hello to the regular viewers that are live. It means a lot. Thank you for your ongoing support. So, rapid fire. The first question comes from Marina, from all the way from Montenegro, who says, the main problem was that I'm completely obsessed all the time, and I check on him, and I'm anxious, and I do things that I'm not supposed to be doing. So thank you, Marina, for your honesty. And the Breakup Survival Series is perfect for you. Starting tomorrow with the first episode, you're really going to learn how to regulate your emotions in a way that is sustainable so that you don't act out of impulse, despair, or desperation. Because when you do those things, not only do you push your ex further and further away, but it also impacts your sense of self-esteem, your sense of well-being. And so you feel even more guilty, even more down on yourself, and then it's a vicious cycle, and you don't usually like where you end up. So, Marina, I encourage you to take a step back and to focus on the things that you can control, to take it one day at a time, and to check out my Breakup Survival Series starting tomorrow, because you're going to learn so much. Tanya in Atlanta, Georgia says, I sent a sincere apology and I apologize with a letter. And so Tanya is kind of waiting to figure out what the next step is after that. So when you send an apology, it's not to get immediate gratification or validation. You're doing it because you have assessed that that is the thing that you need to do in order to clear the air and for you to kind of get things off your chest. But you should not have like these expectations that your ex is going to right away engage with you again, because sometimes they don't. And it's okay. It doesn't mean that it was the wrong move. It is just part of the process of reconnection and one way of slowly rebuilding trust. So, Tanya, I don't have much context, but I think that you just need to continue to be patient for now. Hopefully, you are advancing on this path, that you're doing the work, and if that is the case, and if it was heartfelt, you're going to reap the benefits of that. Shanice in Miami asked about reconciliation and the possibilities of reconciliation. So, over the last 10 years, the question of, is it still possible for me to get my ex back, is probably the number one question that I've been asked. Everyone wants to know, is it still possible? False hope, not false hope. And the reality is, I don't have a crystal ball. I cannot tell you for sure. I've seen patterns. But ultimately, that's not what it's about. It's not about focusing on the outcome. It's not about obsessing over the outcome at all costs. It's about your growth, transformation, and change. And if you do that, you maximize your chances. And if you're just focused on getting their validation, usually you make mistakes. And so hopefully, Shanice, this will resonate, and you're going to continue to focus on what you can control here. Another friend in Clearwater, Jesse, says, I'm dealing with self-esteem issues because he changed status from living partner to roommate out of the blue. He just said, I'm going to spend time with friends, and then he just left. Every weekend I was left alone, didn't see it coming. Jesse, I'm so sorry to hear about what it is that you're going through. Sometimes it's difficult for people to have like a heartfelt, deep conversation. And it's easier to kind of sort of push you away, or like, keep you at arm's length and break up, rather than actually have a mature conversation. And it's okay for you to feel sad and distraught because apparently this person that you care about is like moving in a different direction. But don't just sit there waiting alone. You have to also create that identity without him. You have to have goals and move and do things that you genuinely enjoy, so that we can make sure that we're not just reacting to the lack of attention that this person is giving you, and instead you are building that new identity that can help them remember what they've lost. Iman in Colorado says, "Will no contact work even if you were blocked?" The funny thing is, she deleted her Instagram. So, no contact is not a tool or a weapon to try to manipulate your ex into coming back. This you will discover in episode 3 of the Breakup Survival Series. It's all about no contact and how to apply no contact. So, it's a beautiful question, Iman, and I cannot wait to explore this with you in episode number 3 of the Breakup Survival Series. You guys are going to like it. It's going to be different. It's unlike anything that we've done on Love Advice TV. 2026 was the year of new beginnings, with these lives, and now with these shows that are going to be coming out. So I can't wait. Tomorrow, episode 1 drops. I know Casey will be there. I know Casey will be commenting because Casey's a big fan. And I hope that many of you will give me your feedback because, there's going to be quite a few shows that are coming out this year on Love Advice TV. And my hope is to continue to refine, to make sure that, it is helpful and that it supports your needs. So I will be all ears waiting for your feedback, and hopefully you love it as much as I do. I wanted to end by thanking my team because they put in a lot of work, Devzine Media Productions, in making this happen. So many back and forths, always bugging them to make sure that we strive for perfection, and they're amazing. And I'm so grateful. So on that note, we will continue to fight the good fight. Casey was telling me that there's issues with the pinned comment. No problem. If you want to submit your question for next week, Ask Coach Adrian Live. I will leave the link in the description of the replay. And I invite you to come check it out. Submit your questions so that I can understand exactly what it is that you're going through, and I can provide you with genuine answers so that you can figure out next steps. And you know that you can always book a session with me and my team if you choose to do so, if you feel like you need more hand-in-hand support. All right, dear friends, thank you for the trust. Thank you for the support. And see you very soon. Keep fighting the good fight.